Hey, it's Abby from 4onemore.com. We had the opportunity to review the Easy Grammar Ultimate Series Grade 11. It came with this booklet with all the 100 daily teaching lessons, 180, excuse me, and it also came with this test booklet. So I want to give you an inside peek into this curriculum and why you should consider using it for your homeschool. So let me tell you about this curriculum. We have used dailygrams for like grades 3 through 7. And so if you've used dailygrams, you'd be very familiar with the format, which continues into this grade 11 booklet. What is awesome about the way they set up this instruction is, number one, it only takes 5 to 10 minutes a day, because when your high schoolers are doing grammar, they probably don't need 30-minute grammar lessons. They need to be working on their writing and literature. So this still gives them that grammar review and reinforcement and gives them an opportunity to really master it, but only in 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's awesome. The second thing is there's a whole 180 of them, so you can do it every single day of the school year. I also love that it's focused on mastery. So every day it's predictable. You're going to have the same kinds of work to do in every lesson. So there will be punctuation, capitalization, grammar, word usage. There's going to be the same predictable structure in every day, but then it will come around, circle around, and they'll keep building on that, and they'll come around and there'll be many opportunities to review what the kids have learned. So it's awesome in that way. It doesn't just teach them once and then leave it. It comes back and reviews it through the year and makes sure your kids understand it. Another great piece in this curriculum is the fact that there is immediate feedback for your kids. There's nothing worse than doing an assignment, getting it wrong, you don't learn from it, you actually reinforce that wrong answer. So what I had my son do is, when they're in 11th grade, they can totally take on a lot of responsibility for their own learning. So he completes a page a day, and then the answers are in the back. So he can immediately check them, see what he got wrong, correct it. And that immediate feedback is huge. And that's what you have the ability to do as a homeschool parent that not every kid in a traditional classroom gets, right? Teachers have 30 kids, 25, whatever. There's not always immediate feedback. And so that is excellent. And once again, I said there's a mastery concept. So it's cyclical in that they're going to always come back to certain concepts. So if adverbs are reviewed, they're not just dropped in the next, they're going to come back to it. So your child will get that reinforcement and eventually really get those concepts solidly. This book also includes a really convenient scope and sequence, so you can see exactly when certain concepts are introduced and then reviewed. So what if your child is struggling with a certain part of speech or a certain task, a certain aspect of grammar? You can see where that's introduced, where it's reviewed, and you can hone in on those days. So it really allows you to, as the homeschool parent, to really take control and make sure your kids' weaknesses are being addressed and also their strengths. So this booklet with all of the exercises have reproducible pages. So if you have more than one student, you can copy them and have the students work through those copies. Or I just have one student working on it, so he's writing right in the book and he will check his answers. But the really neat aspect of this is that you also have an assessment booklet, which is every 10 lessons, there's going to be a test. And I know in homeschool, we don't always love the aspect of testing, but in high school, I find it's really convenient because I need a grade on the transcript. This is part of his English grade. Writing is really hard to be objective when you're grading it, right? And even literature can be a little tricky, but having grammar tests every 10 lessons really gives them an opportunity to, number one, master something. I mean, they have 10 lessons to work through things, and then that I do not grade. So like I do not record a grade for the daily usage of that, but then every 10 lessons, there's a chance to assess where is he in his understanding and usage of proper grammar rules. So I love this aspect, and I think it's really helpful for homeschool families. We need an objective way to put that grade on a transcript. So this is what I would suggest. Like in English, right? High school English, there are so many components. You have writing, literature, grammar, vocabulary, and this is a very easy way to get that grammar instruction, grammar review, and also like a little component of your English grade for your transcript in only 5 to 10 minutes a day. I love this grammar curriculum, and I intend to use it for all my kids, especially in high school, because in the younger grades, you're spending a lot of time teaching the grammar. In the high school years, you probably don't need to teach everything. They've probably got it by now, but they do need that review and reinforcement. So having the Easy Grammar Ultimate Series, grade 11, for my high schooler has been awesome because it's just one component of his English credit, and it's very easy to use. Listen, I do not love curriculum that requires me as the parent to work super hard, and this does not. He can do it all on his own, and it's awesome. I highly recommend it. I will link to the rest of the Homeschool Review Crews about this product, and people tried out all different grade levels. So check out those reviews if you might not have a grade 11 student, but you want to hear how the other grades were. Check out those reviews. Also, check out Easy Grammar Systems on all their channels. I'll link to those links below. Happy homeschooling!